Yeah, let's start with talking about Colorado Friday night. Let's just go in chronological order, and let's talk about Colorado blew a 29-point lead to Stanford. How did that happen, first of all?
I'm going to be honest, I really wasn't interested in this game at all.
Really?
I assumed Colorado at home against Stanford, who's, yes, the worst team in the Pac-12, but maybe even the worst team in the nation. They have some serious problems. It's the same team that lost to Sacramento State a couple weeks ago. So I didn't really have any interest in it, especially when I saw Colorado go up 29-0. I really lost interest in it.
Yeah.
It was about when I think they just scored to make it a one-score game that I was like,
okay,
I got to tune in.
Yeah, you got to tune in and see how this plays out.
So jump back into the game, and thank goodness I did.
Yeah,
because I did not want to miss that.
What a finish. And yeah, do you think so Travis Hunter, he obviously got burnt. He got mossed there at the end.
Yep.
Was that the game tying touchdown to send him to overtime, or was it the one?
That
I think it was the one in single OT.
Yes.
Yeah, single OT to take the lead. And then Colorado had to come down and score, and then they go to double OT. And Shedeur throws a pick on third down, and Stanford just punches through a field goal, wins the game by 3 points.
Yep.
And upsets Colorado. But what does this mean for this Colorado team moving forward? As far as what are we thinking? Are they going to be bowl eligible? If so, what bowl game are they going to be in?
Yeah, this is the craziest story in college football that I feel like people are starting to lose interest in.
Yeah,
really, really quickly, because it's a team that started out 3-0, ranked in the top 25, and everyone's expectations have changed.
Yeah,
mine didn't really change with Colorado. I just knew what they had. They got a really good quarterback. They got really good skill position players, and I think Deion Sanders can coach.
Yeah,
that's just kind of what it is. But they have a huge problem on the offense and defensive line, and as they play these Power 5 teams, it really shows.
Yeah, they're starting to get exposed because those are the small things that are going to win you football games. It's like, who's going to win in the trenches, and obviously we've seen that the offensive line has had major flaws. As Shedeur I think is the most sacked quarterback in the country.
Yes.
So obviously that's going to, have a ripple effect across the team and, show some signs of weakness. And we definitely saw this weekend against Stanford. So what are your predictions on how the rest of the season is going to pan out and where Colorado will be playing a bowl game if they even do?
Yeah. So when they, I think it was either before they beat Colorado State or after they beat Colorado State, we put something up on our Twitter account about realistic expectations for Colorado. And I said 5-7 or 6-6 were kind of my expectations for them. Stanford was one of those games they had to get.
Yeah.
Like they had to beat Stanford because, you look at their remaining schedule. They got at UCLA, Oregon State at home, Arizona at home, which is no longer an easy game, especially after what they did the last 2 weeks, competing with USC and then blowing out Wazoo on the road. Then they're at Wazoo and then at Utah. So for a team sitting at 4-3 with those 5 games remaining, I don't really see a lot of wins there.
Yeah.
Like the one game that I was going to give them before Arizona started playing ball was Arizona. But that kid that Arizona's got looks incredible.
Yeah, and they took care of business against Wazoo. I believe it was 44-6.
Yeah.
On the road.
Yeah, up in Pullman, which is a very tough place to play.
Yeah.
So it's not looking good. I think if Deion can get to a bowl game, maybe upset, one of those or a couple of those games and get to 6-6 and get to a bowl game, I think already 4-3 right now is a huge success.
Yeah.
Because I think if you looked at the start of the season, you would have probably painted them at maybe like 1-6 or 2-5. So the fact that they're 4-3 is still a huge success. Just looking back at it now, it's a little disappointing with the hype that they got going into the season.
Yeah, just keep in mind that this was a 1-win team last year. I know that they brought in a lot of transfers, a lot of new guys. Deion, he made some changes there. But, this is a team that only had 1 win last year. They have 4 this year.
Yep.
So I think that, you can't be too disappointed with the changes that they have made based off of, kind of how they played last year. But I think we got the Colorado bit out of the way.